clients or to all the people that's at home, um, here's a little productive thought. The first thing I tell people is that always be true to yourself, no matter what the situation is. Fitness is not something that you can play with. You have to take it very serious. It's not an easy task. Um, it's a lot of levels to this, but just know what you want. And us as coaches and trainers, we have the knowledge and the information that can help you guys, and the experience for the most part, and that can take you a long way. So just listen, accumulate information, and I know for me, I'm always productive with any individual. I don't never discredit nobody. No, even the procrastinators. I still have it in my heart to help them because that's just a genuine thing about me. A godly thing.
I always tell everybody I work with, we started something. As long as you allow me to, we'll finish it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hey, Manny, hang tight. Let me tap Ron in.
Go ahead.
I'll tap you right back in. What's going on, champ?
That Mike Cooling at the track right now.
I heard that. Hey, man, I'm glad you checking in too, man, because I know you got a lot going on. You got a lot to get off your chest, and it's a good platform, you know what I'm saying, because it's going to allow people to really know the ins and outs of the boxing shit. You've been in the trenches, amateur circuit, 100 plus. I mean, your record speaks for itself, but on the pro circuit, you done dealt with the politics, and I felt like you would be the right fit to break this down and let people know how crazy the industry can be.
Oh man, it get crazy though. You just gotta have a right team behind you. You gotta take the right fight. You can't go in there and just want to fight for the money. You gotta fight for what you worth, and all that. You gotta get around the right people who know the game better. You just can't go in there and think you know it all. You gotta just really do it the right way.
Just to get people familiar. Hey, shout out to Carlos for checking in. Let everybody know your background though, because I don't want them to think you're just somebody. Let them know your amateur pedigree, because I want it to be clear. You know what I'm saying? Like, your pedigree is second to none. Yeah. So I just want you to share that.
Yeah, it's crazy though. Yeah. See, in the amateur, I was 150 plus fight. Like I won like 130, like 20 in the amateur. I went to the Olympic trial. I went to the silver glove, won the silver glove, the ringside world. I went to the Junior Olympic, the under 19. I bet to a lot of places.
And you from Atlanta? You
no fault.
Around with the legend?
Yeah, from Atlanta, Georgia.
Holyfield, you know what I'm saying? Let it be known.
Holyfield, Vernon Forrest.
Rest in peace,
Yeah.
Vernon Forrest.
Like, Vernon Forrest been in jail with her. We used to watch Vernon Forrest train. He bought a bikes and all that. Yeah, we'll see the Vernon Forrest. Like, Holyfield, his time he fought with a Evander Holyfield. Emma Holyfield and Elijah Holyfield. Both of you train with her. Like, I don't been around. Like, I just need to get out there, just get around with the right team. Like, train her, get her off around the nigga bag, go to a good place and then go crazy. It's all.
That's what it is. And like, shed some light on the politics side, though. Because everybody think that, I got a crazy record as an amateur, I'm about to pop. Let it be known that that's not the way it works. I can say it all day, but coming from you, a fighter, you're active, let's be clear, he's still active, professional fighter. When this is all over, we're going to be working on getting him back in action. But let it be known. Let it be known exactly what it takes to get just one fight. People don't understand how much work it takes to get one professional fight.
It took me a little while, so I was just going around trying to call people to get in there. So I just really started doing crazy stuff, just hot enough to try to fight anybody. But really now, I don't learn. I can't do that. I got to do it the right way. So I'm going to take the right fight, and I'm going to get back how I was in the amateur dominate.
That's what it is. And let them know what weight you fight at.
I fight at 112, 115. Anybody can get it, though. Nah, for real.
But
I've been moving on up, my bad.
Experience. would you recommend a fighter to just jump up in weight class for a quick payday? No, right?
Nah.
It's not worth it, right?
Wait. Nah, it ain't worth. Nah, it ain't worth it.
Because that's the mistake a lot of fighters do. They get caught up, with a quick payday, and then they'll rush into a fight and undertrained. And
Yeah, and then when you mess up,
yeah,
you got to stay focused. You got to pick the right fight for you.
that's what it comes
You
down
gotta
to. You got
stay down,
you
pick
got
the right fight.
You got to look out for what's best for you.
Yeah.
That's what it is. But what would you say to the up and comers? I'm saying,
Stay in the gym, stay ready, right, and pick and choose who you want to fight. But when it's time to fight, hey man, don't be scared. Just go hard. Just stay ready.
that's what it is. What you got going on? What you got in the making, man? Let the people know what you're working with.
Well, I supposed to be trying to fight on June 12th. Like I got a contract to fight June 12th in Arizona, so still around fight. So they won't I'm working for it, but if not, I'm just gonna stay in the gym, stay ready. Till I get one of my hometown.
Now, with everything that's going on right now, is that going to affect the fight, or have they told you anything between now and then? Or?
Oh no, they ain't told me that. I think that it might. Oh no,
It might.
They just sent me the contract.
Okay. Well, yeah, because I know that they are doing events, but it's like no crowd. Do you think fighting in a venue that has essentially nobody to cheer, do you think that would affect your performance?
A little bit, but
because you're a showman. You're a showman. You do,
yeah,
you do
a little bit.
So
yeah.
That's why I asked that question. You know what I'm saying? What's your mentality like going into a fight? How do you switch from fight mode and then like I'm home with the kids? How do you switch that?
I don't even know, to be honest. I'll be in the house with the kids, going to the fight, getting ready. Like,
that's what it's about. But that's the difference. See, you're a full-time fighter versus these guys that they do it part-time. Only when they show up to the gym, they go to the gym and then they want to say they're fighters, but they don't live a fighter's lifestyle.
I've been boxing for 18 years plus.
What's your regimen like? Between fights, before all this was happening, clubs, drinking, smoking.
Yeah, a little bit.
Now, so what would you say? How would you say that affects you between fights?
Because you don't be on your right mindset. You really don't be focused right when you drinking or something, smoking. You don't really be focused. Like when you clean, then when you go harder.
That's what's up. So June 12th, you say June 12th, you got a contract for June 12th?
Yeah,
June 12th in Arizona. And it's a 10-rounder?
No, 6 round.
I thought I heard 10. I was going to say, that's a big jump from...
Oh, nah. Yeah, I ain't doing no 10 round. Yeah, I ain't crazy.
Gotcha. That'll work. What's the promotional company you're working with? So people can look out for it. How can they see your fight? Can they stream it? You know what I'm saying? Or what's the story there?
I'm gonna get out the paperwork on so they streaming that. But me, I'm gonna go live on my Instagram.
So tell the people where to find you at, because you got 2 accounts. So let the people know.
Oh yeah, you can find me at Rondell Hunter at 8. Then the page. Rondell Hunter 8.
I'm gonna pin it right now. Actually, you already pinned. Yeah. So right here, where he's pinned that right here, so everybody can go follow you and. Keep in touch and see what would be the best way for somebody to get in touch with you if they want to get some work with you.
Oh, you keep my Instagram.
Gotcha. That'll work.
You
man.
get the page, my Instagram.
I appreciate you taking some of your time to speak to everybody. We're gonna link anyway. We was already talking about this. We gotta get you down here so we can get some work in.
All right, Mo Def.
But other than that, I got a young boy coming from Texas potentially. He weighed 107. He's ranked number 2. I'm waiting for them to type in. He's supposed to be talking live too. So and that'll be great, for him to get experience with a guy like you that's got all that experience as well. So We'll make something happen, man. I appreciate you for tapping in, champ.
All right. Appreciate
Yes,
you.
sir. Be safe out there.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So what's going on, champ? Let the world know where you from, man.
Tampa, Florida.
Tampa, Florida.
You got the phone.
Let them know how old are you?
Tampa, Florida.
How old are you? When you
11
be
years
8.
old. Let me tell you, if you guys haven't checked them out,
July 12th.
Yeah, July 12th.
I'm gonna
July 12th.
be
He's got
8
a
on July
birthday
12th when I
coming
get
up.
to fight.
He'll be 8 July 12th. Hey, I just pinned him. I just pinned him. And if you guys are not familiar with the young champ, man,
Yeah.
go check him out. Go follow him.
I want Tava at my party.
This guy's something special, man. So go check him out. Tap in, man. Tap in with the young champ. He's the future, man. I co-sign him early.
Thank
He's
you. I
always
appreciate
working. Nah, man. I appreciate you. There's grown men that don't have the work ethic that you show on display, man. So I appreciate you for staying on top and being consistent.
Thank you. Y'all can probably real boxing.
Yeah. You ready to make your amateur debut?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I know. I've seen the videos, so I already know what it is. But let the people know what to expect when you get in that ring.
Appreciate it.
Let them know how long you've been training, how long you've been boxing.
Since I was 3.
You was 3. So he got 4 years in the books already. He's ahead of a lot of guys. You know there's a lot of people that try to do this in 1 year, right?
Yeah.
And you know what? That's okay. That's okay, because when they get in the ring with you, that experience, it's gonna show. That's right. Hey, shout out to Canal Long. They calling you the best boxer already. They're calling you the best boxer already. They from Brazil. So we getting you some international exposure right now, champ. If you don't follow the young champ, make sure you guys check him out. Best 7-year-old boxer, man. Cool kid. Check him out. He's on YouTube as well. Let them know where they can find you on YouTube.
What's your internet?
Quan43 or Instagram is best 7-year-old boxer.
There you go. I got him pinned, so his Instagram. Just click his Instagram. You get his info. I believe you have a link on your Instagram that takes you to the YouTube, right?
Not yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, when you get the link up there, for now, listen, get with him on Instagram. You guys could DM him or just look through his pictures, man. He's constantly posting, letting everybody know when he's on and when he's not.
Get right there and do your thing.
Shout out to AJ Betty Boo for tapping in. Show him your work. Show him a little work. Show him a little shadow box. He's 7 years old, y'all. He's 7 years old, y'all.
Phone.
Hey, y'all, let's show the young champ some love. Let me see some boxing gloves, man.
This sucker going dead big, man. Damn.
You good, man. You good, man. They see what it is, man.
There you go.
The young champ. Quan, make sure y'all remember the name. Like I said, guys, if y'all don't follow him already, make sure y'all go follow the young
You
champ,
want
man.
to see them make some boxing gloves. No. You talking to the fans, man.
T-Lady just joined in. Shout out to T-Lady.
Appreciate that, Fig. That's real.
Hey, man, this is the future, man. This is the future right here, man. Hey, you know, there's a lot of records out there, and records are meant to be broken.
Hey, what is y'all?
We got Torin in the building.
I'll put that. I got one.
Support the youth, man. We gotta support the youth.
There we go, child. Show them how you living. This your room.
It's my room.
Alright. The young
This
champ.
how you chilling.
That's where you rest after a long day of work. Hey,
I gotta get my computer.
Hey, let them know your workout regimen too, because I'm not gonna lie. I wake up and I see you on the gram already working first thing in the morning. Let them know what time you get started.
Okay. They want you to let them know whenever you go to work, like before, like set a time, like how we do live on Instagram.
12 o'clock.
Yeah, like how we do going.
12 or 5.
It don't matter. Just let them know when we're gonna go work out. I got you.
We work out in the morning or in the afternoon.
Okay.
Sometimes we do both. My boy.
What's your regimen like? Let them know. I see you working the rope. I see you shadow boxing.
A regimen.
What's your routine?
You know what you do.
What's your routine?
Yeah, what all you do? Shadow
box, jump rope, hit the bag.
Run sprints.
Run for a mile.
Again, he's 7 years old, people. 7 years old.
2 leg ups.
Leg up. We do leg up. Keep your stomach tight.
CJ Howard is in the building. Appreciate you for tapping in.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, man, for those of you just tapping in, man, we're talking to the young champ, man. His name is Quan. He's the future of boxing, man. I say it again, he's the future of boxing. This kid is dedicated. He's only 7 years old. He's got great footwork. Hey, shout out to the coaches that have worked with you and have gotten you to where you're at. I mean, at your age, to have that level of understanding, to set traps, to step out, to get in, to really be able to. I mean, I know you watch boxing. You got guys, grown men, professionals that don't have that skill set. You're only 7. It's almost scary to think about where you'll be once you reach that level.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Appreciate you for allowing us to be a part of your journey.
You're welcome.
Manny Black says, what's up? What's up, Quan? We got Sunshine 97 in the house.
What's up, y'all?
It's the young champ. Any questions for the champ? He's 7 years old from Tampa, Florida, man. He gonna put Tampa on the map.
Yes, sir. Go Bucks.
Go Bucks. Hey, man, I can't say that with you, champ. Nah, man, that's what's up, man. The Bucks looking like they gonna make a good run this year, man. They got Brady, they got Gronk. You know, they still got Evans. They added some pieces to the O-line, so I mean, hey, that defense is looking okay. So you guys may be able to make a good run, man. Oh, great question. They want to know what do you eat?
You eat a lot of what?
Fruit?
Tell them.
I eat a lot of fruit.
What? To be more specific.
I like apples. I like pineapples and bananas.
Now he's 7 years old, people. Living a fighter's lifestyle. Most kids his age don't care about this. You understand? So he's definitely way ahead of his time.
I eat salads whenever I get one.
Yeah.
And that's a beautiful thing. You need that balance. You need that balance.
Thank you.
So how what would you? Let me ask you a question. What do you feel? How do you feel when you're in the ring and you sparring? Because I know you haven't fought yet. How do you feel when you're in the ring sparring?
I feel good.
You feel good?
I feel like I'm the man.
That's right. That's the way to be, right? Because if there only be one, only one of you is to be the man in that ring, right?
Yes.
That's the way it goes. You gotta dominate from bell to bell, right?
Right.
What's your favorite title, man? Which belt you want to get first?
Which one you want? The WBO, the WBC, the WBA, the IBF?
Which one?
Just tell me you want the best one. There you go.
I want the best one.
That's the green belt. You want the WBC, huh?
WBC.
You want the WBC. Who's your favorite fighter right now?
Tell them who your fighter is, man. You already know.
Thank you, Earl Spence. Oh no.
Earl Spence. The truth. I like Earl Spence. That's a good pick. That's a good pick. I want to see how he comes back from this car accident. So that's a good pick.
No, I like Tom. You like Tava?
Tava had his run. Let me tell you, Tava cost me a lot of money, okay? He wasn't supposed to KO Roy Jones. He cost me a lot of money, okay? Alright? So Roy got the song, he said, y'all must have forgot, but I ain't forget. Tava, man, I need you to put some of that in my pocket, champ.
Yes, sir.
Favorite fighter all time?
Huh?
Your favorite fighter of all time, like who you always liked it out of, Floyd, Manny Pacquiao, who you always liked?
Manny Pacquiao.
Manny Pacquiao, that's a good pick, man. That guy is, I think he's the only fighter to be like an 8th division world champion. So that's definitely a good guy to go after and break his record. So he's definitely following the right path.
Floyd, like everybody else would say.
Yeah.
Everybody say Floyd, boy.
Oh yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Pacquiao beat somebody had a belt.
Yeah, he got a belt. He just, you talking about Thurman. He just beat Keith Thurman.
Yeah.
He beat Thurman.
Yeah, man. He definitely. I won't say shocked the world because I had Manny winning that fight, but he definitely hurt a lot of people's pockets.
My dad talking about he like somebody else more than Pacquiao. But no, Pacquiao knocked him out.
I like it. Well, champ, it's been a pleasure, man. What's up, bro?
There's no way we can come together to try to get the game system to make Fight Night compatible to PlayStation 4.
I don't even know if that's the thing, but we can work on it. We can try to figure it out. Because I don't think they got a fight.
They made it compatible to the Xbox One.
Okay, so off the Xbox you can do it?
Yeah, you can. I used to have the Xbox before I got rid of the Xbox. We had both of them. I had to literally go out and buy a whole Xbox just for us to play Fight Night on the Xbox. You know what I'm saying? Or champion. So I had to literally go buy the Xbox and buy the game. And they made it compatible to the Xbox One. They need to make it compatible to PlayStation 4.
PS4, hey, we gotta send a letter to somebody. See how
that way the little kids can learn all the greats, because he know Mike Tyson and, you know what I'm saying, Ali them and all that too, but he probably done forgot about him because we ain't had a game in so long. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nah, I mean, but that's just the way it go, man. I mean, the more he grow in the sport itself, man, and the more he acclimated, the more fighters should become more familiar with, and honestly, I I'm not a big fan of watching too many fighters because then it's easy to get caught up mimicking.
What's up, Cooley?
So,
Rocky
What you saying?
Marciano, Jeff Lacey.
Jeff Lacey.
Jeff Lacey had his time, man. He's a good dude. He was a great fighter, you know what I'm saying, this time, man. Winky, you know, you guys got a lot of champions that come out of Florida. You know?
Yeah, we actually, I was trying to get Wink to his party last year. I think he was out of town or something, but yeah, Wink, he messed with us.
Yeah, Wink. You guys got Wink from the Bay Area. You guys got
Thurman from this way too, ain't he?
Who's that?
Keith Thurman. Ain't he from like
Keith
either
Thurman,
Florida?
He from Clearwater.
Okay.
Who else? You guys got Silky Wilkie, he local. Willie Monroe, he from New York, but he in Tampa now.
Oh yeah? You know Monroe.
Yeah, Willie Monroe Jr., he from New York.
Okay. Yeah, we following him.
Yeah, that's my guy. Who else? I mean, my favorite all time, Roy Jones, you know what I'm saying? He from Pensacola, he from Florida. Tarver comes from Florida.
Yeah, Tarver from Florida.
There's a ton of guys that come from Miami too. One of the best fighters that never turned pro, Eric Kelly, man. He from Florida, and I mean, this dude was, you know, he had an accident outside the ring, and you know, messed up his eye and it stopped him from turning pro. But if you get a chance to look him up, Eric Kelly. I mean, in fact, you'll see him at a bunch of the fights. You know, he's always like behind the scenes, and he's got relationships with like just about everybody in the boxing world. I mean, that dude was something super special. You know, back in his time, man. He's 7-8-time national champion and all that. So, you know, he was definitely on his way, but you know, it wasn't in his cards to turn pro. But he's still a masterful trainer. He's up in New York now, so. You guys definitely got a bunch of guys that come out of Florida to look up to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Shoot, we trying to be one of them.
Nah, you said that wrong. He ain't trying. He's gonna be.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. You know, we gonna be one of them.
Yeah, he gonna be. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be. So, you know, we gotta find out who was the best champion out of Florida, and then we gotta outdo that person. We gotta knock them down from number 1 to number 2. That's the goal.
You heard that?
That's the goal, champ. That's the goal. Impossible is nothing. You set your mind to it, you think it, believe it, you'll achieve it. Hard work pays off, man, and don't let nobody tell you can't. Because there's no such thing as can't. It's either will or won't. It's either will or won't. Shout out to my boys checking in. Super Savage Bros 4 in the house.
Super Savage.
What's up, Super Savage?
Manny Black still in the house. Yeah, man. I gotta give you a call later on anyway, because I got some information about the sponsors that we've been talking about. So I got some feedback today. So I'll be able to send you some options and see what we're gonna do moving forward.
Okay, cool. Just hit me up, bro.
I got you, bro. I appreciate your time, champ. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
To you, man.
We're gonna keep tapping you in every now and then and make sure that people get familiar, man. Again, we got the young champ in the house, Quan, 7 years old. He's turning 8 in July. He'll be eligible for amateur boxing. I don't think they're ready for him. In fact, I know they're not ready for him. And I'm just excited to be a part of it. And I mean, his future is beyond bright, man. You know, a lot of people tell you the sky's the limit, and that's small-minded people, because the sky is just the view. You know what I'm saying? When you get up there, the view changes. So don't give up and keep working, champ.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure, champ. I'll check in with you guys later.
All right, kid.
Cool.
Peace.
Yeah.
What's the word, champ?
What it is, man.
You out here looking clean in the motherfucker.
Yeah, man, you know, it's necessary sometimes.
Yeah, trying to fool the gram, man. Giving them that baby.
I've been messing around with my little reflex. Got a little reflex bag out here.
What's the word, champ?
Yeah, man, you know it.
Hey man, I got some questions for you, bro. I want you to speak your behalf from a fighter's perspective, man. Like, what's the hardest thing that you have to overcome? You know, training wise and everything. What's the hardest thing for you to overcome as a fighter?
I mean, it's a few things. I mean, on the top of the list, I think obviously like learning to be consistent. You know, it's a real big saying where they say consistency is key, and it sounds good, but I think a lot of people don't realize how much adjustments you got to make to, you know, get your schedule right. You know, put yourself in a position where, you know what I mean, you eating right every day, you sleeping right every day, you stretching every day, you know what I mean, and really putting yourself in that position to give 100% every single day. It's tough, man. It sounds real easy, and also another thing that's hard to adapt to is the loneliness of it, because, you know, a lot of people, we as humans, we like socially programmed. We want to, you know, kind of buddy up with people, and it's kind of impossible to do that in terms of fitness, because nobody's walking the same path as you. Like, yeah, we both want to be fit, but, you know, you don't lift what I lift, you don't run the distance I run, you don't run as fast as I run, or I don't run as fast as you run, and us training together it could hinder me, you know what I'm saying, or, you know, it could help me, you know what I mean. And it's always a risk that you take when you pick up a training partner, because, you know, if you don't got the same energy I got, you can kind of drain me. If I'm too much energy for you, I can intimidate you. I can make working out not as fun for you. You know what I'm saying? And the list goes on. So I think just the solitude that you got to get used to be completely dialed in, and that consistency is probably like the hardest things. You know what I mean?
That's a fact, bro. And you touched on mad topics there. And mainly, like you said, the loneliness of it. People don't understand what it takes, you know what I'm saying, to really, you know, just to get ready for a fight. You know what I'm saying? The amount of work that it takes to get, you know, ready for a fight. And that's really like, you know, I can say it all day, but I feel like if it comes from a fighter, people would take it more serious. You know what I'm saying? They would gravitate to it a lot quicker than, you know, to someone like myself, which I'm not active like that no more. So I feel like having them hear it from you is definitely just going to motivate people to do it more. What would you recommend to somebody that's looking to get started? Like, what would you recommend be the first thing they work on as a fighter?
I mean, the first thing you want to do is, I think you touched on it earlier when I chimed in. You were speaking on strengthening the core, strengthening the lower back, and getting your endurance up, doing the road work. And it's just the basics, man. A lot of people try to do this fancy shit. They see all these videos on you know, social media, and they see all of the colorful things, and a lot of people just, they want to do that as opposed to the boring stuff, you know what I mean? And if I link up with somebody, or I'm telling you to start fighting, and I say, hey, you know, the first week, just work on your jab, just throw the jab over and over again, or throw the jab for 15 minutes straight. That's really boring, you know what I mean? It's not really fun. That's not the sexy training that everybody want to do. But it's the little tedious stuff like that really makes the difference from you mastering this craft, you know what I mean? And then you just kind of half-assing everything that you do. But, you know, to start, you gotta give yourself a goal, give yourself a deadline. That should be like the first thing you do is lay out some type of timetable for yourself, and give yourself the time to learn, give yourself the time to adjust to this, the miles you're gonna be running, and the aches that you're gonna be feeling, and, you know, the time you're gonna need to heal. You know, give yourself a realistic amount of time, especially if you're not experienced. You know, you hear these guys that's been doing it for 15, 20 years say, hey, I only need 6-8 weeks. you know, an experienced guy could do that. But, you know, if you just starting out, you know, you really need to give yourself like a 6 month, you know, maybe 24-week time span at the very least, you know what I mean? To get adjusted to the lifestyle, get accustomed to, you know, just really putting yourself in the environment and learning as much as you can, you know, and starting with the groundwork of strengthening the core, you know, and strengthening them leg muscles and really getting some good condition, some cardiovascular conditioning, and jump roping, man. A lot of people don't jump rope no more, man. It's, you know, that's another one of them things that's not really fun to do, but, you know, it'll create that bounce in your legs. It give you that shoulder. It works multiple things out at one time, and, you know, it improves the footwork. I think that's something that somebody, you know, if you boxing, you know, running and jump roping should be a part of your daily lifestyle. You know, a lot of people kind of, they skip that and they want to put the gloves on and hit the bag. They want to do the mitt work. They want to get to the sparring, but, you know, I would say if I had a fighter, your first 30 days is going to be spent running, doing sit-ups, doing a lot of different ab movements. We're going to be doing leg raises and planks and side planks and, you know, just hitting the abs from all different angles and hitting the lower back for the first 30 days. That's all we doing.
What's your take on guys that feel like they could just get in there? You know, like yo, I'm undefeated in my block. I mean, I got 100 knockouts. You know, what's your take on that with those guys that they can, you know, they can just get in the ring with anybody?
I mean, I think that, you know, we've seen that in our time. You know, we've seen guys that, you know, could put guys away. It's one thing to be able to do that, but, you know, you can't substitute the skill, man. It's only so long before you run into that beast out there, you know what I mean? And that's something that keeps me hungry to keep going, is that, you know, I know it's a monster out there, you know what I mean? And my whole journey is about finding that monster. You know, I can't wait to get in there with a guy that I'm just going like, oh shit, this is that beast I've been looking for. And a lot of people, you know, won't even face it. You know, a lot of people don't want to find the beast, and when they find it, they don't even got the courage to really get in there and go all out and face that beast. But I don't care how many people you knocked out, you know, you gonna get in there with somebody one day that you hit them with everything you got, and he give you one of these. He give you one of those, you know. And that's where that skill comes in, man. That's where you gotta know skill. That's where you can't be a one-trick pony.
Yeah, I like. I'm always big on footwork. You know what I'm saying? Movement. But yeah, I just think that you know, the purpose of me doing these lives right now is I want people to really understand what it takes. You know, I'm tired of seeing people just jump in the ring. I'm tired of people, you know, without the credentials or the experience, grabbing people up and then just putting them out there. Like, you know, this is something that you put your life on the line every time.
Yeah, man, you always told me you can't play boxing, man. And you know, if you don't go in there looking at it like life and death, you know, you up for a rude awakening, man. I mean, you know, you could look up countless videos of people that got in that ring, and you know, that was their last time. You know what I'm saying?
Last year alone, we lost 13.
Right. So I mean, it's that serious, and I mean, it happens in every sport. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if you're gonna be an athlete, you got to be true to the craft, because, you know, I mean, it's people that die playing golf. It's people that, you know, it's people that die basketball, football, you know, whatever it is. So I mean, whatever type of athlete you call yourself, you know, you can't live the double lifestyle. A lot of these guys wanna be a boxer Monday through Thursday, and then they want to be a rock star on the weekend. Yeah. It don't work that way, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you set yourself up for failure. You set yourself up for a rude awakening, and you playing with your life. You know what I mean? And even if you true to the craft, you still playing with your life, but you at least, you know, increasing your odds. You know?
Odds, yeah, you better prepare for it. Hey, champ, IG trying to kick us off. I'm gonna jump off and jump back on real quick with you, champ. So we can finish this segment. I'm gonna jump up and jump back on. what's your mental state when you get in that ring? How do you channel that energy from inside the ring and to when that bell ring is over and then you outside the ring?
I mean, it's to me. I mean, and you know, I can't speak for everybody. I'm different with it, but it possesses some type of spiritual connection for me, and I really like to empty myself when I get in there. You know, I don't think about winning. I don't think about losing. I'm not thinking about being defensive. I'm not thinking about knocking this guy out. You know what I mean? I'm getting in there and I'm completely open to what's about to happen, and I'm adjusting to what happens real time. I see a lot of guys who's like, hey, how can I be a knockout artist? I tell them, hey man, you already going the wrong way about it, because if you listen to anybody that's a knockout artist, they never go in looking for the knockout. You know what I mean? They train as hard as they can, and they're prepared to take advantage of the opportunity when the opportunity presents itself. But you know, you can't go chasing that. You know what I'm saying? You can't go chasing it. You know what I mean? Because that's how you get stuck sometimes. So, you know, I just try to empty myself out, and I get in there, and I look at every time I get in the ring as an opportunity for me to grow in strength and wisdom, and I'm just allowing that experience to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like through me while I'm in there. You know what I mean?
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yes, sir.
So you don't, you know, so you don't buy into the hype where, you know, guys like, oh, this is me, you know, this is me.
Nah. I try not to be emotional, man. I try to eliminate all emotions. Some guys you could just lose, you know, just from an emotional standpoint. You know what I mean? And some guys is too excited. You know, they get in there and they just got this big bad kind of thing going on, and you know, some guys is too monotone. They just like looking at the ground, and you know, they just like dead. And you know, I feed off the energy that's in front of me. You know what I mean? If you expand, I contract. If you contract, I expand. And you know, whatever you give me, I take a little bit of that. You know, I put it in my box and shake my thing on top of it, and you know, we coming back like that. So yeah, man.
What would be the main thing you would want to say to the up and comers, to the young guys coming up?
You know, you just got to stay true to the craft. You know what I mean? I think that emphasis on recovery is huge. That's something that a lot of guys overlook coming into the sport, and boxing is brutal on the body. So I think you have to, if you saying, hey, I'm gonna go into a training camp, or I'm going into a fight, or I'm about to start doing, you know, whatever, your first thing you should be thinking about is recovery. Your first thing you should be thinking about is, you know, different injuries that you could accumulate over this training camp. That way, you know, if one of them comes up, you're ready on the spot. You know what I mean? And you start treating it and, you know, healing yourself quick, because, you know, it's a part of it. You can't box without getting hurt, man. That's like trying to play football and not get tackled. It's a part of the game. So
that's a fact.
Yeah, man.
Time frame. You know, what do you think is a good, you know, timeline? As far as between fights, you know, healing process and things like that. You know what I mean? What do you think? Man? How do you feel about guys that are doing 4 or 5 fights in a month? You know, amateurs.
I think it depends on how. I mean, as far as amateurs go, it depends on how tough the fight is. It depends on how much training you've been doing. You know, what your training camp looked like. Was you doing hard sparring, and did you get some guys in there that gave you some work in sparring, or was most of your sparring relatively easy? You know, if you got a bunch of sparring that didn't like really push you to your brink, and then you have a fight and you breeze through the fight, you know, it's nothing, you know, getting back in there that same month, because, you know, you didn't take too much punishment. But, you know, if you run into a dog in sparring, you know, and you've been having these brutal sparring matches, you know, 3-4 days out the week, building up to the fight, and you know, then maybe you took a little nick on the road on your road work, and you know, you've been feeling your knees a little bit, and you know, whatever from that, and then you get in there and you got a tough fight, you know, with a young prospect. You got to give yourself some time to heal from that. But you know, it's really no one size fits all kind of thing. It all depends on what the fight looked like and what your training was looking like building up to that fight. You know, if you've been having wars, you know, I think 3 to 6 weeks. You know, if you had a tough training camp and you've been having tough fights, I say give yourself 3 to 6 weeks, especially if you were amateurs, because it's no need to rush back in there. You know, you ain't like you're getting paid for it, so you might as well give your body time to heal. That way, when you do go back, you know, you can go back 100%.
You touched on that. You touched on sparring. You know, we've spoke about this 100 times. How do you feel about sparring? How do you feel about guys that are getting tough? You know, tough. Like, you know, we heard about Joshua getting knocked out. You know, it was never confirmed, but we've heard of him being knocked out in sparring. You know, we've heard of other fighters, you know, dealing with concussions and still going out for their fights. You know, how do you feel about hard sparring, soft sparring, and at what point in your camp should your tough sparring come to an end?
I mean, again, that's very dependent on the athlete and depending on how conditioned you are. You know, how long you've been doing this. I think, you know, about 7 days to 14 days before your fight, you know, you should be pulling off from hard sparring. But you know, I've seen some guys push it up. It depends on if you're pro already or if you're in the amateurs. But you know, I do believe in going hard and sparring. I think that, you know, I think light sparring is needed at times, but I think that, you know, I feel like every time you get in the ring and you put the gloves on, it's a fight. You know, it's supposed to be a fight. You know, you call it sparring or whatever, but that's really a fight. And pushing the gas, you know, to the you know, push the pedal to the metal, you really not going to discover what you can about yourself. So I think you want to give yourself some hard sparring lessons, you know, some hard sparring matches as often as you possibly can. But you know, it all depends on how you feeling, where the body at right now. You know, if you aching and, you know, maybe you hurt, and it ain't always about you got hit or you got beat up. Sometimes you hit a guy and, you know, you mess your wrist up, you mess your hand up, you know what I mean? You got to take a few days off of hard sparring, you know, because you don't want to go right back into hard sparring and mess that hand up worse. And I see my little nephew chiming in. My nephew, he a top elite athlete in football. So, you know, he can kind of relate to the same thing. You know, some guys get concussions out there and, you know, you want to jump right back into practice the next week, or, you know, to me, if you're not able to practice 100%, you're not practicing. You know what I mean? You're going through the motions. So it makes more sense to let yourself heal, get back 100%. That way, even if you're practicing, even if we just sparring, I want to be able to get in there and go 100%, as opposed to, you know, I'm still babying the injury that I got last week or a couple of days ago.
And
yeah, you got to be smart about it.
You're absolutely right about that. And you know, shout out to legendary Dre for tapping in. That's your nephew right there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, check his page out, man. You will see nephew is real consistent, man. He's one of the hardest working guys I know. Fast as lightning. He in college right now. He's a wide receiver. A walking highlight reel. He also do wrestling a little bit. And yeah, he just a specimen, man. Like every time I see him working out, I'm just like, whoa, it's crazy.
That's what's up. Hey man,
yeah,
you know, shit, it's in the genes, bro. Because you know, like I was saying the last time, you wasn't alive to me, but I was telling people, man, you, in my opinion, you're the hardest working person I've ever witnessed. I've ever worked with. You know what I'm saying? In regards to when you show up, man, it don't matter what I tell you to do or what we're doing. Like, you're doing it until it's done. When it's done, it's done. But it ain't no excuses. It ain't no, yo, can we skip that? Can we, how much more? You know, like, you know, we just do the work. Even before we actually started working consistently, leading up to, you know, to where we at right now, I didn't know your situation. I didn't know you was walking, you know, from literally the other side of town. I mean, this guy was walking, I don't know, 4 or 5 miles just to get to training and put in 2 hours of training and wouldn't say nothing, would just walk. I didn't know where you was coming from, because typically you was there before I got there. So, you know, it wasn't until that one time that I was driving out. So I was like, oh shit, what the fuck's going on here? And then that just let me know your level of commitment, your dedication, man, is just on a whole nother level, man. Like, you know what I mean? And so that's something that can't be taught. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You either have that or you don't. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we'll get a crazy ass workout and we'll bounce, and 2 hours later, you out there running. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just did 2 hours of training, but you out here running an hour or two later. So it's like that level of commitment, you can't teach that. You know what I'm saying? You can't teach that.
I think that's another thing as an athlete is you have to like love to train. For me, you know, I don't train because I got a fight coming up. I don't train because I just love to train. So if I got a fight about to happen, I'm training. I won't lie. I think that when you got something on the calendar, you got a big game around the corner, you got a big fight coming up, it does change your intensity. And I think that, you know, the more as you develop, you know what I mean? I think that's the difference between what you would call like a champion. You know what I'm saying? And just somebody that's a fighter is that champion knows how to train with the same intensity no matter what, you know, and that's something that got to be learned over time. That's something that got to be developed. That's part of the journey. But for me, I've always trained simply for the love of training, you know, and I know some guys that's, you know, if you waking up in the morning and you kind of going, oh, I got to go here, I got to go do this again. Nobody should have to wake you up. Nobody should have to grab your hand and say, hey, let's go do this. Nobody should have to show you what to do over and over again. You know, once you got the basics, you know, you should be in there getting creative, you know, coming up with your own thing, coming up with your own mix. And, you know, that was always my way of doing it. Like you said, sometimes we've been untrained and you'd be like, all right, champ, I want you to rest. Go home, get some rest. And I can't have a couple hours later, I'm live in the gym. You know what I'm saying? I'm live in Gold's gym doing something else. So
yeah. And I mean, and, you know, it's just like I said, man. It's just a different level of commitment. It's something that's definitely in you. I think one of our last workouts was at the beach before they closed everything up. You know, I said what 6 in the morning. 6 in the morning, we was out there. You know what I mean? Old boy was out there with us. I knew he wasn't gonna come, but you know, yeah, I'm gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? But shit, the show go on. We ain't gonna wait for nobody, and that's just what separates you from anybody else. That's why when people ask about, you know, fighters, I always say, well, I got one fighter. You know what I'm saying? And I even on my gram, I post it. You know what I mean, look, I'm taking new clients. Like, I'll train you. I don't want no fighters, because if they're not gonna come to the table with the same level of commitment that you got and put in that same amount of work, I don't got time for it. I don't got time for it. You know what I'm saying? They can take their $15, $20 and go to somebody else. And, you know what I'm saying? And go drag their feet over there. Now, they would just want to get some training and some self-defense or whatever, mitt work. We could do that all day. But a fighter, they're looking at them right here.
yeah, man, I can't halfway do nothing. I've always been the guy that if I say I'm gonna do this, I got to be dead serious. I got to go all the way in. And I'm a dude that, you know, I'll take 5 years to get the thing that I'm about to do all the way right before I do it, as opposed to just jumping in, you know, and it's like half-ass. And you know what I'm saying? That's just always what kind of guy I am, because I take myself that serious. And I was always taught, you know, if you don't take yourself serious, ain't nobody else gonna take you serious. So, you know, I know you a grown man, you got family, and you got other places you could be putting your time in too. So once we get into that understanding that, you know, it's go time, you know, I'm dedicating 300%, you know what I mean? Just because I'm not gonna waste your time. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna waste my own time, but I definitely ain't gonna waste the next man's time. Yep. So
that's
yeah, man.
You know, I mean, shit, you know, shit. We don't even need to be spoken on, but we done had many sessions where, you know, motherfuckers got there after we got there, and we're done before we were done. So
that's real. That's real. That's what normally happens.
Yeah. But you guys not doing mitts right now? Nah, what you talking about, man? We ain't even get started, man. We just warming up.
Yeah,
a lot of guys tap out just doing warm-ups. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Just doing warm-ups. They're like, yo, I'm about to bounce. Yeah, man. But yeah, champ, man, I appreciate you tapping in, man. Anything you want to say before we jump off this to the people and all that? Let them know where to follow you and all that.
Yeah, man, you know, y'all can stay plugged in with me. Chuck Jatan is the handle here. Chuck Jatan on Facebook as well. I'll be posting some workout videos and, you know, just some nutritional, informative videos. You know, just keep people up to date with what I got going on. But
I let them know too, man. My guy's certified, man. He's certified for fitness, so you know,
yeah,
anybody in Tampa looking for some fitness work, man, get with my guy, man. And, you know what I'm saying? He got that work for y'all. Now let him know, champ.
That's real. Yeah, I got a degree in personal training from the National Personal Training Institute. I'm also a nutritionist, so obviously I got experience in boxing. So yeah, man. Yeah, we definitely working. We just building. We building everything, you know, one brick at a time. And right now, we're just focusing on staying safe and staying active and getting ready for everything to open back up. So, you know, we could be like a train full of steam, you know, coming out the gate.
But they go Super Saiyan on their ass.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, champ, always love, man. We're gonna link soon, man.
You know it, man.
All right, champ. Be safe out there.
Blessings, man.
Always.
Yep.
I think that that's gonna conclude this live. I appreciate everybody that tuned in. And this one ran longer than expected. We was gonna do an hour, but we ran a good 2 hours and some change. So I appreciate everybody that tapped in, everybody that kept popping back in after we got kicked off by Instagram. And you know, sometime next week we'll do it again. I got some coaches from Texas that want to chime in. I got some fighters from different parts. We had Atlanta in the house. We had Tampa. We had New York. So you know, appreciate you guys for, you know, tuning in and you know, stay tuned. Peace and blessings.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and get them sit-ups right and tuck your tummy tight and do your crunches like this.